Yeah, we looked at the things, and it's you know on the top of our mind to fix things, but there's a lot of good we did too. So you don't want to just look down at the floor and feel bad for yourselves. You got to move on and flush it, and not take it light, but also not act like it's the end of the world. So yeah, it's a little bit of mixture of both. But I thought we've done a good job of dealing with that, and I thought we had a good practice today. So.
To just take you down memory lane just for a little bit. That 2023 game against the Bucs was kind of what catapulted the franchise. But I'm wondering if a lot of guys played well, but I'm wondering if you remember maybe how you were feeling that game. Were you just feeling it that game, or what do you remember about that?
I think they just kept calling my number, and I like that. I like when like the pressure's put on, and I thought that game we did a good job of staying out of bad situations, and Bobby did a good job that day calling it, and we had a lot of good plays up. They're a really good defense. They made plays. It was just back and forth. It was a shootout. So, but yeah, they're a really good team still. Baker's playing some of the best ball he's played. He looks great. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. They got a great receiver core, um, great running backs. Their corners are good. Safeties are good. All around. Their D line's good. So backers are great. Yeah, so I think it's another one of those games. Like it's going to be hopefully a shootout, but hopefully not a shootout. But whatever it is, we got to prepare the right way to just go 1-0 each play. You can't think about it like that, in my opinion. I just think want to know every play and then see what the score says at the end.
Did that game in 2023, did it give you a boost of confidence to know that you could play against a veteran quarterback and go with them, blow for blow, and then come out ahead and have a big win like that?
Uh, I guess like I feel like I kind of felt that way after like week 1, week 2, week 3. I think it's just part of the game. It's only I feel like the next game against like a veteran quarterback or like a top guy or top guys is only crazy until you go do it. So like I think for me, I don't know. I've always tried to just focus on what our team was doing. But yeah, I think it's always dope to go against a top guy in the league and see where you compare. So yeah, I'll be able to do that again this week. But yeah, 2023 that was a big game for me personally. Just like fighting back, seeing like the will to win that some of the guys we even still have on this team have.
To follow up on that, um, what is kind of like that balance of not, you know, understand you're going against another good quarterback, and understand that there's that quote unquote matchup, but also come back to the reality that it's not him on the defense. You're playing against his defense. So like, what's kind of like that balance of not trying to get too caught up on the one-on-one matchup because football isn't obviously one-on-one.
Yeah, I don't get caught up with that. That's more like the media or like the fans or something. Like I really don't care to be honest. And with all due respect, like I like last week playing at Stafford was dope, but like you said, it has nothing to do with me. Like I root my guys on. I think I try to just do as best as I can to help our defense, especially if they have questions like about quarterback play and whatnot. But other than that, like you said, they're not on the defense, so I try not to think about it. But yeah, I think it is cool like when you do beat a top guy though, like eventually, and like that's a team effort. It's not just me or just the defense or just the offense or just special teams. It's everybody together. So yeah, I think that's part of it. But yeah, I don't really think about it like that.
The timing, chemistry, and relationship standpoint, your background with Jared Patterson, how much does that help to make it a little bit seamless with Jake Andrews injured?
Yeah, it's great. Me and Slime, that's his nickname. Yeah, I can't say that. I'm gonna get fined. Me and J Pat have done a good job early on in our careers of like finding a good relationship on calls, on really just everything like snaps. He does a good job, of getting the guys around going, get him going. So I thought, when he stepped in, he did a good job. Of course, we're gonna miss Jake, and he was doing a really good job too. So yeah, just try to do as best I can whatever I have. It sucks. I have a lot of experience with backup centers, and uh, which is not fortunate all the time. But at the same time, I love J. Pat. He's a great player, and he's gonna do great for us.
What's the dynamic and collaboration like between quarterback and offensive coordinator after a tough game? And what's it been like the first time around with Nick Caley?
It's good. It's like everything in life. You don't just go out there and sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But most of the time, you don't go out there and just ace it. So there's a communication that you have to have. I think he does a good job of asking me a lot of questions. I ask him a lot of questions. So figure it out and move on.
C.J., how have you been able to, heading into year 3, how have you been able to just block out some of the noise and the chatter that goes on even after week 1?
Yeah, I don't care, to be honest. I've gotten so used to like people loving you when you're up, hating you when you're down. It's just how like just this entertainment business operates. So I try to think of my value as like what God sees me as, my family, my friends, my teammates, and that helps me stay level-headed. Because like I think it's a lie when people say words don't hurt. Like there's a reason why we go to church and hear a sermon. There's a reason why we like music. There's a reason why like we go to see comedians do their thing. We laugh. Like words do have effects. So like for me, I try not to just look at it and like try to just stay like kind of like a horse and like just like tunnel vision. So yeah, I've learned to not love the love or not hate the hate, and it's really helped me. And I try to tell my family, they get all mad and stuff, but like at the end of the day, that's everybody's entitled to their opinion, right on to them. But I can control what I can control, and that's what I do on the field, and everybody, like I said, is entitled to what they think.
You started off by saying flushing the game from last weekend, not taking it too light, but also not making it like it's the end of the world. What's the silver lining to maybe, obviously not the start you wanted to have, but the silver lining to it kind of after the game you said maybe it's a wake-up call. Is it better to get kind of punched in the mouth early on than later?
What would you say? I would say early on. Well, I mean, you kind of answered my question. It's a lot better to get punched in the mouth early and not fall and hopefully like not be too hurt. I don't know. I'm trying to think of boxing. Shout out Crawford. Man, come on, dog. I got to. That boy Trim. But I like Canelo too, but I'm going with Crawford. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think I don't know, like what we're gonna do, sit around here and cry about it? Like it's the NFL, it's part of the game. We played really bad and we still had a chance to win. Like that shows, I think, to our team that how talented we are and how good we can be. And it's 1 week, and I'm not the person to just give a whole bunch of grace and no truth, and a whole bunch of truth and no grace. I'm a little bit of both. So, yeah, I don't really know what to say. I think for me, I've been in this team myself. I've been in this position a bunch where everybody thinks you suck and whatever they want to think. Cool, y'all go ahead and do that. We're gonna continue to grind. If we lay an egg again, we're gonna get back up. We're gonna trust each other. It really doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. So, it takes time to build. Like we've been watching. Sorry, I know I'm long-winded, but watching a lot of film of New England back when they were like in 2002, 2003, 2004. They didn't. Now, of course, they won, but they didn't look like what they did in their strong run right away. And of course, that's the goal, to get it as quick as possible. But sometimes it's not the reality. So I'm trying my best to keep our guys' mojo up, and I think we're doing a good job of it.
What are some of the areas that you guys feel like you have to fix from last week going into this week?
Well, we got to help Kels out, man. I think that's my biggest thing personally, and I think for the guys is not giving. What play are you going to call on 2nd and 15, 2nd and 25? And we've had these problems for years, So 3rd and 14, 3rd and 12, like you can't live in that. And we do our coach discourtesy of that and that's controllable by us. So I think that's a start. Personally, I got to be better just pocket movements and, checking the ball down when I need to check it down. And at the same time, staying aggressive. So, yeah, I think we just need to build a rhythm early on better. And I think we'll be better from that.
Nico is a top 7 wide receiver in this league, but he's not a selfish wide receiver. What is it like playing with a wide receiver like that who doesn't get mad if he doesn't get the ball thrown his way a ton of time and just shows up every play?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I like because Nico is that way, but also like he demands the ball. He wants the ball, and it's our job to find ways to get it to him. And I thought we could have, definitely I could have done a better job of getting him the rock when he was open. And yeah, I think he's gonna show up big time. Every dog has his day, and Nico's a growling at the mouth like a Rottweiler, trying to get that ball. And so I'm excited to see. And you know, I'm always looking for 12, man. That's never a question. So yeah, he'll be all right. Thank you, guys.
How did you feel you used your legs in the first half to move the chains a couple times, led to points? Were you pleased with the way that you did that?
Yeah, I was. I thought I did it when I should have, and thought I made some plays. So I thought it went well.
Is that kind of like when you're in the pocket, you're getting pressured? Is there kind of like a balance between hanging in there and trying to find the receiver and use the legs? Is that one of the tougher battles for a quarterback?
Yeah, definitely. You know, because when you don't run, everybody's like, oh, he should have ran, and when you don't throw, he should have threw it. So I'm always wrong. But it's cool. Like it's part of the game, and I love watching it. I think some of the best guys in the league are like Burrow. He does a great job of it. Lamar. I think Lamar is to me, and of course, he's very dynamic running the ball, but he's a pass guy, and he does a really good job of sitting in the pocket and only standing when he has to. So, yeah, I think, you know, when I watch games around the league, a lot of guys do it well, and I try to just be one of those guys as well.
To follow up on that, which is kind of the challenges of when you're moving around, trying to still keep your eyes downfield, but also trying to feel like, all right, it's time to take off. You know, like what's just kind of that balance within that?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. Just like you can always, you know, try to keep your eyes on the field and make a play. I think that's the start of it, and then when it's not there, take off. But sometimes you just have a feeling, and I think the first game is always instinct, like I kind of told y'all last week. The better you play instinctually, and the more you can, you know, trust your training, your habits, your fundamentals of the game. I think, you know, those moments become a little easier. So, yeah. Thank you, guys.